I'm going to tell you why Senator Paul is also wrong about this. Okay, he gave you a false choice, one between going to war with Turkey and just pulling out our troops. That is a false choice. Our limited amount, our cost-effective presence there does actually deter Turkey. They would never risk going to war with us just to start their invasion. We could have made that clear to them early on. Unfortunately, we did not. Okay. He also brings up a lot of other cases, maybe foreign policy overreach throughout history. Okay, that can be all well and good. Two things can be true at once. Okay, we can reassess the cost-benefit ratio of all of our engagements throughout the world, and we can be wrong about pulling out a very, very small troop presence here in Syria that was preventing the reemergence of ISIS. See, that's the most important thing. Let me say this one last thing. To have a coherent philosophy on this, you can't say that you were for defeating ISIS and putting our troops there in the first place and then pulling out before ISIS is defeated. Okay, right after we pulled out, we saw attacks on Raqqa from ISIS. They're clearly not defeated, and now we face the possibility of having to re-engage. See, we could have had that tough talk right before the Turks invaded. We could have made it very clear to them that they should not send an invasion force right past our 50 troops. Again, I very much disagree with this notion that we would have gone to war with them if we had stood our ground. That's not true. Turkey is not willing to go to war with us. Okay, and they don't want to risk killing an American troop. In the end, they're a bad NATO ally, but they still are a NATO ally. So, again, I'm all in favor of more sanctions on Turkey. I've co-sponsored bills that implement much stronger sanctions on Turkey, and that should be the next step. I'm with the president on that. But I will not sit back and pretend that there was any benefit to U.S. national security by doing this. Okay, and that's the important question to ask. Not Rand Paul's question of should we have invaded Iraq, what should we have done in Beirut. That's not the question. The question is what should have happened in the last 2 weeks. That's the question.